Yes, it's the Sports Desk here on Get Serial. This is Liam. I am joined by Liam and Yanni.
Howdy, everyone.
Howdy?
Yeah.
Howdy, cowboy.
Yeah, starting with my Red Dead Redemption theme.
I've been playing that the last 2 weeks. It's a great game.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Oh, fantastic. How are you going? How are you guys going?
I'm doing great.
Can't wait for another big week of sport.
Oh,
honestly.
same. I sound familiar it's because I've done Sports Desk last year. I know our lifetime listeners were like, yay, Liam's back. I know, I never seem to disappoint. But what a big week in sport, what a big weekend we have in sport. Sport's just all over the place. How great is it?
It is awesome.
Amazing.
It is awesome, isn't it? We've got the JLT coming up. We're talking about the AFLW and their very, very good conference system. Works so well. Oh,
I know.
Oh.
I know, right?
Oh,
Everyone's getting
conference.
excited about it.
Oh yeah. We've got a split round in the A-League, EPL. We're talking about the Melbourne United, which you went to, Yanni, last night.
Yes, we're talking about that.
But let's jump straight into the women's soccer with the Matildas winning last night in the Nations Cup, which is the first ever Nations Cup. I didn't do much research to know why it's coming around, but it's between Australia, Argentina, New Zealand, and South Korea. And we'll talk about the Argentina-South Korea game as well. Hosted here in Australia. Australia versus New Zealand.
How awesome is it to have it in Australia?
It's always good to have things in Australia.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was in Sydney, but wait a few years, it'll come to Melbourne like all the other big events. But how good is it first off? One, to get a win over New Zealand.
Everyone loves a big win over New Zealand.
How good is a big win over New Zealand?
Everyone loves it.
Loves the big
We
win over
just
New Zealand.
love beating out little siblings.
Yes. Siblings, unfortunate accidents. Whatever. There's no need.
Russell Crowe, Yeah.
Well, if the New Zealand team was successful, we'll claim as our own anyway. So, no matter what, if the New Zealand team's good, we'll claim as Australian.
True.
Farlight, Russell Crowe, Pavlova.
Yeah.
The list goes on. Well, let's jump straight into it because it was a slow start. At the first half, not much really happened, but it was the second half where Emily, can't pronounce the last name. Probably
Van
step it up.
Egmond, is that how you say it?
Hello, everyone. It was Emily Gilnick. Emily Gilnick at the end of the first half, even though I think it does say 43 or 45 minutes, I'm not sure, but it was Emily Gilnick in the first half with the opening goal of the match.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, absolute bullet. And then the good story of the game, Hayley Raso, who just came off the bench, first came back in 6 months after breaking her back, hit the back of the net for his first goal.
What a re-return or re-debut, as I like to call it.
Yes.
That is awesome. Good on Hayley.
Good on Hayley. How fantastic was to see. And they got around her as well. They absolutely got around her. The place went bananas.
Yes, it did.
Yes. Oh, it was
Wowee.
fantastic. Boy,
Oh, it was so good.
girl, oh girl, wowee. It was fantastic. But yeah, so Australia got up 2-0 over New Zealand, which is good. But we don't jump to the top of the table because South Korea decided to spoil our fun, even though they played first. Decided to smash Argentina 5-0. And if that doesn't sound right to you, you got to look at the world rankings here for the women. Australia sits as 6th best in the world. South Korea sits the 14th. New Zealand 19th, and Argentina 36.
Hang on a second.
Wow.
So New Zealand is higher than Argentina in women's football?
I know.
What?
It is incredible, isn't it?
Wow.
I know. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not sure why this came out. Maybe just the leagues were like, let's make this league, and they're like, cool, because this was the first one. There's one next year, so I'm guessing it's gonna be like a Tri-Nations tournament or a Six Nations in the rugby union type of stuff. But it's good to see. We'll go back to Raso. So what happened, for people who don't know, 6 months ago, she was playing against Portland in the Premier Soccer League in the USA. There was a cross going in. She went to header it, but the goalkeeper from Portland jumped to do a Zach Dawson spoil, so the good old double fist, straight into her back, and unfortunately she broke her back. And she has come on to say that she didn't think she would walk again, let alone play football again. But just over 6 months she was back. Well, she was back before that. She played for the Brisbane Roar in the Women's A-League. But back to playing international, that is such a quick recovery.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That is superhuman. Like, that is absolutely amazing.
We love a good combat story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. But yeah, so at the moment, so we've got South Korea on top of the table. Australia second, then New Zealand and Argentina. And I didn't do my research, and I apologise because I don't know who's playing next. But
I believe, if producer Alex can jump in again, I believe Australia plays South Korea in the coming days, and then our final game, I believe, on Sunday, I think, or maybe not Sunday, maybe later next week, they play against Argentina in their final game.
wow,
I'm pretty sure one of the games is in Melbourne too.
yes, there is definitely a game in Melbourne. I know that
Yeah,
one for sure.
so, yeah.
Well, that's great. So we're going to see the final preview in a few days when we play South Korea. So that's always good because let's face it, New Zealand and Argentina, they can just pack their bags. See you later. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Just go back across the ditch.
Yeah, boo. Go across the ditch. Oh, yes. Don't you feel pumped now? This is the Sports Desk Friday. On Sin 90.7, I am joined by my namesake, Liam. And I forgot your name because I'm a terrible person.
Yanni, sorry.
Yanni. I was going to say Zami, but Yami.
Yanni.
Yanni.
Yeah.
I am such a bad person.
No, that's alright, buddy.
You both forgot my name as well. It's okay.
Yeah. It's cool.
Just before we spoke about the National Cup where Australia defeated New Zealand 2-0. And South Korea defeated Argentina 5-0, but that's just showing off, really. Like, overcompensating, am I right?
Yeah.
Who does that? 5-0.
I know!
Yeah, like, calm down, South Korea.
I
Calm
know.
down.
2-0 is where it's at. Like, 2-0, like, you're cool. But 5-0, like, mate, weird flex, but okay. Let's jump straight into the JLT AFL. So, Carlton fans, Patrick Cripps won the best on ground for the AFLX. You guys defeated Essendon in the JLT.
Yeah.
Party like it's 1995, lads, because your year's not getting any better than this.
Especially since it was pretty much a fully fit and star-studded Essendon lineup.
Well, I was going to get to that a bit later, but we'll go to that straight away. You always say you can't read too much into the JLT, but you can't also read too little. And the fact that, yes, a full-strength Essendon team, for the majority of the match, played as poorly as they did, and considering the hype around them last year, where I had them saying they should finish top 4, this year I say they have to finish top 4. For them to do what they did, it's a bit worrying. Not too worrying, but you got to think about it.
I'm happy for Carlton. I don't know. They've had a shocking couple of seasons. I feel like they need some love, so,
They're probably as bad as Richmond supporters if they get successful.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah,
bad for 20
probably.
seasons, have
If
one good year.
They're probably worse than Richmond supporters, but
I reckon if there's any win Carlton fans just want, it's just that one win over the Bombers.
Well, I'm about to say there's 3 certainties in life. Life, death, and Carlton beating Essendon. There's just 3 things in life that you know is going to happen.
Exactly. 'Cause I think last year during the home and away season,
Oh,
the
isn't that-
Blues got on the board.
I have so many Essendon friends, so I was, Christmas coming early for me. That was, yes, more of that, please. Oh, it was, as BT would say, that was delicious. Oh, that's Bruce. Delicious. But let's jump straight into the game. So Carlton won, and no. They didn't just win. They scored over 100 points. They made the century. They rose the bat.
what?
The second time in JLT, because they did that last year as well. Haven't done it in the regular season since 1975. But 15-10, 100, because they don't have the Super Goal anymore. Defeated Essendon 14-7-91. And 2 of those goals, if you don't mind, were by the skipper, Patrick Cripps, with 33 touches as well. If you're a betting man, Patrick Cripps, isn't he something?
Yeah. I thought Murphy was the captain for a second.
No, they got Vice. They got Doherty, but he's done his ACL as well.
Okay. Oh.
But how good is Patrick Cripps? He's just a man
He's
beast.
an absolute
Could we
ball.
say Brownlow pick, maybe? Maybe?
It depends how Carlton, the fact that overrated Tom Mitchell, no offence, I know you go for Hawthorn.
No, I'm
Overrated,
joking.
overrated Tom Mitchell doesn't get the Brownlow. And the new love child of the AFL, Lachlan Neale, doesn't win the Brownlow. I think.
I was going to say Jack McRae. I think he's the new favourite at the moment.
Is he? Oh, well, he did.
He had
have
a big season last year.
Look, I don't think Sidebottom will get anywhere near, and I don't. Maybe. My tip this year for the Brownlow is Clayton Oliver,
Oh,
because he's just a gun. But so is pretty much the entire Melbourne midfield.
Yes.
So yeah, Patrick Cripps, 33 touches, 2 goals, if you don't mind. And then number 1 draft pick, Sammy Walsh. played like he's been playing for 1,000 years. 28 touches, 11 contested possession, 75% disposal efficiency, 2 behind, 6 goals involved, and 3 clearances.
Okay, but I'm going to be the devil's advocate here and say that it's JLT. So everyone just calm down and just we'll see on his first game.
Ooh. See, I would tend to agree if he played an okay game. But he was second in disposals. Like, he played like he's been playing, and there's the hype around him that he plays like a 10-year veteran anyways. He's a phenomenal athlete, really.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but
Strong argument.
JLT, I said it last week, I'm pretty sure, but it's just one of those little things where you want your rookies to shine.
Yeah.
You want them to get some damn experience, and boy, oh boy, did Sam Walsh shine.
Oh, he did. He did not look out of place at all. There was no moment where you're like, wow, he hasn't even played yet. There was just no moment. He looked like he's been there for years.
I think he's shined probably more than a lot of the other Carlton rookies at the moment. Harry McKay, Zach Fisher.
I know might sound a bit biased coming from me, but the last player I think just looked natural playing AFL was when I saw Adam Shearer debut for Fremantle.
Oh yeah,
Just someone with so natural ball in hand. Just looks like he's played the game. Like even second year player, but it looks like he's played the game longer than he has. And those players, I can't remember. Someone said it last night. Good players take a while to become good. Great players are great straight away.
Yeah.
And Sam Welsh is a great player. If you're, no rising star, probably a definite favourite because I don't think Jack Lukosius, Ben and Max King, the big bodies, would get anywhere near it. Maybe Isaac Rankin from the Gold Coast only because he's a small forward.
What about Scott West's son?
Riley West.
Yeah, Riley West.
Yeah.
But he was a late pick, so that's always a worrying when you're a later pick.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's going to be up there.
Yeah, with some of the later picks, if you look at Hawthorn, for example, like, they haven't had much of a top-end draft
don't get me
season.
started on Hawthorn.
Like, we have managed to uncover a lot of gems at such late draft picks.
I'll tell you what
We've
I
got
consider
James
Hawthorn
Warple.
too.
Like, Warple's just been a beast in his second year. First year, sorry.
Yeah, Riley Brennan did okay as well. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. He's got a great future at Hawthorn, Riley Brennan.
We do.
I wouldn't want to get rid of him, especially for like an injury-prone Chad Wingard. Be a terrible decision.
Oh, so you mean Ryan Burton?
Yeah.
Not Dr. Pierce was what name you were saying for a second. I thought you said Riley Brennan.
No, Riley Burton. Ryan Burton, yeah. But head up with this. I have an auntie, right, who's in her mid-50s. And instead of, admitting her age, she's trying to act a lot younger. That's what I see Hawthorn as. They're an old team, but don't want to admit they're old.
Yeah.
Like, you have no reason to get Chad Wingard or get Tom Scully, but yet, instead of, going to the draft and getting young kids, you're doing that. That's a story for a complete other day.
Yeah.
Quickly
Well,
on
we
this...
got Scully pretty cheaply, though.
Oh, you got him really cheaply. But it does help when he only has one working leg.
Well, I've got faith in our medical team.
Well, yeah, great success record there.
That's why we landed on Mira.
So 3 more things before we jump on to Hawthorn again. The game was played at Princess Park. Always great to see football played there. The lights are working this time.
Who doesn't love Princess Park?
Probably the AFL, since there's no games there during the regular season.
But, they should bring it back.
They should.
Honestly,
They should. Dylan Shield, we only got a corky, but he got injured in his first game. Not, he's meant to be the saviour of Essendon Football Club. Not the best start.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, apparently they'll punish
Well.
your favours as soon as he came over.
Well.
Oh, well, apparently Devon Smith doesn't reckon that. I think he's tipped it. I think he made his top 8 prediction with Essendon being outside the 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Someone's not quite given the confidence here.
and then the 666 rule, the new rule. The commentators are hyping it up, but that's kind of their job. I didn't see much of a difference.
Yeah.
Because you see, it just looked the same to me. But if it's working, it's good. If it's not, I don't know.
Yeah.
As long as I don't get a 1,000-metre goal square like they want to bring in, I'm happy.
Yeah, that was silly.
Let's jump into Hawthorn. You can kick this off. So, what about the Hawks you want to talk about?
Yeah, we got some big news coming out of
Massive.
the Hawks. With
Massive.
Benny Stratton announced as the leader going into this year.
If anyone wants to think of a West Australian, Ben Stratton's what a West Australian probably looks like.
Yeah. Going from the mullet to pretty much skinhead. But yeah, I think for most of the whole speculation, it was Shields and Smith that was leading the speculation. Like, one of these guys surely will be the captain.
I think Burton wanted Stratton, but yeah, it was either
That's
Smith
a big
or,
call
yeah.
from Hawthorn. Actually, we'll see how he goes in that role.
Well, my issue with him, and you're probably going to disagree, but you know, it's always better being on the inside when it comes to your own club. So Ben Stratton, to me, he's only had one good year, and that was last year. Like, one really good year.
Yeah, he tends to, when he's down back, he plays that third man role. He has that direct opponent, but he will always be the one that comes in as the third man to spoil the ball away. That's pretty much his go-to role. And he's a bloody good leader.
He is?
Like, you can always just say it. He looks like a born leader at times. Like, I think he'll do well.
Well, he was voted in by the players, so there's always a reason behind it.
Yeah.
Jack Gunston's vice captain.
Yeah, that one's also interesting. I didn't see that one.
Here's my tip. Even though I've got a weird thing where I'm against anyone who played for another club, captaining, apart from Jared Witts, because that's a different situation. You know, he was kind of forced out of Collingwood, looking for a better opportunity instead of quote-unquote homesickness. Players leaving clubs to captain another club, I'm pretty much against. So when either Mitchell or O'Meara captains Hawthorn, that'll be interesting. But yeah, like you know more about Hawthorns than I do. So if you think Stratton's a good leader, I'll probably take your word on it.
Oh, yeah, like even Jadler O'Meara, as you said, being captain, like he's not quite there, but he has been put into the leadership group, which I didn't see that coming.
Well,
either.
he was in the leadership group at Gold Coast, so you can say what you want about the Suns, but a leader's still a leader.
Yeah.
So he was in the leadership group there. That's why I think Stephen May's in the leadership group with Melbourne as well. And I'm pretty sure when Richmond announced that, I think Tom Lynch will be in their leadership group as well. Well, so we'll jump straight into the A-League, actually, not the EPL. It's a split round this round, because I don't know why, because the A-League's apparently not long enough to have a split round. It goes for 50,000
I
years.
think I might know why.
Why?
Because they have the Asian Champions League
Yes,
coming
makes
up,
sense.
so that's why. But I could be wrong. So
let's jump straight into it as well. So today, the second place Sydney FC take on the fourth place Adelaide. So it's good. Pretty much all the top teams are playing this weekend. So let's all watch this weekend. Who cares about next weekend? Because they're the bottom teams.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Sydney FC plays Adelaide. I don't know who to tip on this one. I'm thinking Sydney FC should win. It's not like Sydney FC to lose a game that they should win. Never happened to them before in their history. Especially when Victory scored all 5 goals in their prelim final, even though it was like a 2-3 win.
that was an awesome game.
Yeah. Were you at the game in Sydney?
I mean, you can't go past Sydney, but so Sydney for me 2-1. But
2-1?
it's going to be tight.
I think it'll be tight as well. Are you much of a A-League fan, Liam?
I'm not much of a soccer person, but if you're both going to say Sydney here,
Conformity?
I'm always someone that loves an underdog. I love going
not
the
conformity,
underdogs.
love it.
So we're going Adelaide here. I'm gonna be that one that goes against the flow here, because I'm loving the underdogs.
That's a big call. That's
Yeah.
a big call.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I wouldn't say big call. They're fourth.
It's going
Yeah.
against the Dragons.
Newcastle had a 0-0 draw last week at home, so
Yeah, but it's soccer. It's not, it's not like other sports.
But-
It's not like the real sports.
but 0-0 draw is like embarrassing. It's like
Yeah. And then you go to Moz, as the kids would say. I'm trying to speak youthful. To Moz. To Moz. I'm definitely not almost 23 years old. To Moz. That's it's lit, fam.
Yeah.
Lit,
Yeah.
fam.
This next match is lit. Melbourne Victory taking on Newcastle Jets.
Yes, for shizzle.
Throwing it back with the words.
They're playing.
today.
They're playing in good old G-Town in Geelong.
at GMHBA Stadium.
Oh.
That's a mouthful and a half.
It is such a bad name. It's Cardinia Park. They're playing at Cardinia Park.
Yeah, can we just rename it Cardinia Park and just get rid of it?
I think its name is Cardinia Park. It's quite like how, Marvel's still the Dockland Stadium.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they still have that name that you can call them. Like,
put it on
Optus
the
is
big-
Perth Stadium.
Yeah.
But put it on the big banner, like on top of the stand.
Yeah.
Like, don't have a brand name.
I'm not a big fan of the brand names. But, so yeah, Victory is playing Newcastle in the new home of the Western United Football Club. So the third Melbourne team, the second most successful Melbourne team, because, you know, they'll steal all of Melbourne City's 2 members. And if you're...
Oof. Ooh. Ooh.
Throwing shade.
Ooh. Ouch.
Oh, that is an issue though. I'll quickly touch on the third Melbourne team since I'm not on Sports Desk much. That is probably the biggest issue: the fact that Melbourne City never took off as a club as successful as maybe they thought they would, because they haven't won a flag. Their membership still one of the lowest in the A-League. So as much as I did throw shades, and there is some serious behind the shade, it's the fact that Melbourne City are lacking supporters, and now the whole West will probably jump. Most of the West will probably jump over to the Western United. Since they're playing in Geelong, Ballarat, I think Bendigo. They might play a game in Bendigo. Even that's not really west, that's more... it's northwest. So it's a Kardashian.
Nice.
Nice.
But would you guys agree or disagree that I think Melbourne the Western United is going to hurt the
Yeah, definitely.
City?
Definitely. They're going to grab more supporters, and it's going to be good for the Geelong. The Geelong people of Geelong.
Because they're playing in Geelong till 2022 when the new stadium in Tarneet is being built.
And for Bendigo as well.
Yeah.
To get a,
and Ballarat. I've been calling for Ballarat to get an AFL team. I've been calling for the Western Bulldogs. I'm annoying everyone today. New Zealanders, Melbourne City supporter, and Western Bulldog fans that they should move to Ballarat because I love Ballarat. So I'm annoying a lot of people today. But that's my job. That's what I don't.
Just spill the tea.
That's what I don't get paid for. Is to annoy people. But yeah, so who do you have? I got Melbourne Victory to win the grand final rematch.
yeah, definitely Melbourne victory 2-0.
2-0. What about you?
I got the Jets here.
Oh, underdog again?
Yeah, I got the Jets. I'll go against the rain. I'll be happy to.
Well, this is an important match for Newcastle. They have to win because they're 7th position. So to keep their final top alive, they would definitely need to pick up a victory here. Against the Victory. Haha.
Double on top.
Puns galore here on the sports desk.
Pun.
And now, on Sunday, you got Melbourne City, who are sitting 5th, against Perth Glory, who are absolutely killing it at first place. They are dominating. I think they've only lost one game, which was
The whole season, so...
I think to Sydney FC, if I can
Which
remember.
was a
correctly.
surprise.
Yes, well, yeah. So you've got Melbourne City, of course, since judging by the way
I
you're
don't-
going.
I don't know. I don't even start to say where we're going on this one.
Go bold
I'll be
prediction.
happy to bat City on this
No,
one.
go bold prediction. Melbourne City is going to win 5-0. How about that?
Yeah,
That's your prediction.
You
5-0.
know what? I'll double that.
Oh,
City to win 10-0.
10-0. There you go. You've heard it
10-0.
first.
10-0
You've
to
heard
Melbourne
it first.
City.
At Amy Park on Sunday, Melbourne City will kick as many goals as they do supporters. So 10-0 Melbourne City.
And if they do it, I'll go out and buy a scarf.
Oh, if they do it, I'll go buy a membership. But I've got, and I'm pretty sure you've got Perth Glory as well.
Yeah. But Warren Joyce, their coach is in big trouble.
Yes,
So
yeah.
if he doesn't get the win, but you can't go past Perth.
As Queen and David Bowie will say, he's under pressure. So
Yeah.
let's go. And you've got the A-League, and not the A-League, the EPL.
Yeah, so big news today from the Premier League. Former Leicester City manager and Chelsea manager Claudio Ranieri has been sacked.
Na 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 na.
Yes,
Na na
we'll
na
sing
na.
it.
Hey hey hey. Goodbye.
Yes,
Touches
so
it
that's
perfect
big
right there.
news coming out of the Premier League. For me, I think it's a little bit too late for Fulham. I think they're too far in the relegation zone. So, yeah, probably should have done it earlier if I was Fulham.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. I think they're full of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're full of it. Fulham.
That was a bad pun. I do apologise there. That was not my best efforts.
I'll be out there.
Yeah, so that's the big news coming out.
And just quickly, we spoke about this during the song break, the lovely football song. About who do we think will win? I said, Gowart will fall over again, even though he's not playing, and Man City will win. So another supporter group. I'm annoying the Liverpool ones. Liverpool. When Man City's going to win, and Liverpool's going to choke again, despite the "It's coming home" chants by the Liverpool fans.
Well, they just smashed Watford 5-0.
Yeah, but Watford's eighth.
Watford are pretty good, so
They're eighth best.
yeah.
Or as I like to pronounce them, Watford.
Okay, only one Liam's allowed to make puns, and that's me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God, Liam, seriously.
Yeah, just back on that Premier League title race, I think it's going to go down to the wire. But being a Manchester United fan,
Yeah, who do you want to win as a Manchester? Because for those who don't know, who don't watch soccer in Australia, because, you know, why would you? Manchester United have three big rivals. The big two are Man City and Liverpool.
Liverpool.
So which one, as a Man United fan, which one do you not want to win? Or do you want, do you want none of them to win? The league just to shut down?
Just goes into turmoil.
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure all Manchester United fans want Man City to win. So, but I'm going against the grain, and I hope Liverpool get the job done. They haven't won it in 20-something years.
I think it's 30-something years. It's been a while. They haven't won an EPL title. They won in the old league.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
For me, I hope the Reds get it done.
40-something years. Like 91, I think, was the first EPL season. So it's been a long time.
Yeah. I was at the Melbourne Arena. It was pumping. Get around the NBL if you can. I think it's the most underrated sport
I have to agree with that,
in
100%.
Australia. It is amazing. But I just love beating Sydney. And I love beating Sydney by more than 10 points. I think that's awesome. And Chris Goulding did amazing. I think he hit 3 threes in a row to start the game. So that was insane.
Absolutely banked it. He banked it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm stoked. And we go to Sydney on Saturday. So hopefully we can get the job done. And Perth always play good. So...
Yeah, I'll quickly get to the Perth game. So just run through the scores of the game if you want.
It was...
If you remember.
It was a long time ago now. But, yes, we did win by quite a lot.
So back in the day of 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oof, wasn't
It was
times
a long
different?
time ago.
Wow.
Oh.
Different.
Melbourne United absolutely banked it, won 95-73. Oh God, I'm not a basketball person. And then you go to Western Australia, where the Perth Wildcats, you know, they got their head in the game, won 89.
Sorry, just what team was that?
Wildcats.
What team?
Wildcats.
What team?
Wildcats.
They're all movie references what happened today.
It's bad because I do get serious, and we talk a lot about High School Musical. So the Wildcats got their head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Won 89-59. Oh, Brisbane scored like a Fremantle score there. That's couldn't even crack the 60 mark. That is terrible. Oh, must have Ross Lang as their coach.
Yes.
I would have said a Carlton score.
Oh yeah, true. Oh no, they scored over 100. They're going to win the premiership. Hashtag Carlton Premier
You know
2019.
what? If Carlton win the premiership this year, I am going out and I am buying a membership.
I'm going to jump off a bridge. I don't want to live in the world with Carlton's premiers. Oh, think of the horror. But yes, so both of them go to game 2. You would expect, you know, it's pretty much been a 3-team season the entire year in the NBL. Perth, Sydney and Melbourne.
Yep.
So you expect Perth to easily get the job done over Brisbane.
Yeah.
No issue.
They're going to get the broom out and sweep them.
Yep.
3-0.
Clean them up, you know what I mean?
You've heard it here first.
Yes.
Sorry, Brisbane fans. Yeah. And, yeah.
Any views? Well, I don't know if you, Liam, I don't think you're not big. You big in the NBL?
Not really. I've only been to one game.
I haven't been to
that was
any.
Last year.
I've always wanted to go to a game.
atmosphere.
You should. It's up there, man. Up
Yeah.
there.
But any of you
Atmosphere is amazing.
thinking about crossing over to the west, the southeast Phoenix?
I probably will barrack for those. Well, barrack in a finger quotes way, as in I'll support them, but I won't be
Go
watching the games.
I don't know how that new franchise is going to go. honestly. I mean,
There's a lot of the producer of Guest Sports Desk last season, Ben, used to be a big South Dragons fan.
yeah.
So he's thinking about jumping on board.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be interesting if we have a Melbourne derby in the NBL. I
Yeah.
think that'll be an amazing atmosphere. But
I think
yeah,
it'd be great as well. The only thing I think they did smart, what Western United and the South Phoenix did, the Southeast Phoenix, they both chose black and green as their colours.
Yeah.
And I think if you're trying to, both becoming new teams, having a recognisable another new team with the same colours is a great idea.
yeah. And can I just say about those colours? They are awesome colours, I reckon.
Oh, black and green. You know what looks really good together? Black and gold. Black and gold is a very underrated colour palette there.
Yeah.
And I think Sydney will get up game 2, but United will win game 3.
In Melbourne.
Yeah, and so it'll be Perth Melbourne final, where Perth will probably whoop us in straight set.
Yeah.
But I digress. So let's jump straight into the closer of this action-packed show. God, I bet you guys are happy you had me on. But let's jump
Just been laughs all day.
just jump straight into the AFLW, if you don't mind. And with the conference system, that works so well. 100%. There was no... And I'm
we
gonna get
don't have like one conference dominating or anything.
no, not at all. But I'm gonna get serious for a sec, and it's very rare that I get purely serious. And I said this last year when the rumour of the conference, and I know you said you agreed with it at first. I was always against it. I think the hype for the AFLX proved my point. How are the sceptical fans, instead of blatantly calling him sexist because they don't like how the game's going, why? It's all about what you see and what you hear. The fact that AFL has pretty much shown the AFLW no respect since it's come in. They promoted the AFLX over AFLW. You didn't really know much about the AFLW until the week before.
Which I think is poor, if you ask me.
It is disgraceful.
It's
and
disgusting.
So, don't get me wrong, some of the comments about the AFLW are appalling. And I'm not defending those people, I'm defending the sceptical people. The ones who are on the fence.
Yeah.
But if you're going to show the AFLW no respect, how do you expect the fans to give it respect? And the conference system is a prime example of this lack of respect. The fact that it's shown on 7 Mate is a lack of respect to the women who put their bodies on the line week after week, to the fans that go, to the clubs, the 10 clubs that have a team and the 4 more to join. If you're not going to show the comp some respect, how are the fans going to give it respect?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just shocked that you just said that it's on 7 Mate. I mean, it should be on Channel 7 if you
All
ask me.
games should.
Yeah.
There's 5
Prime
games a
time.
week.
Yeah.
How do you pay 5 games a week and only 2 of them per week are on free-to-air TV?
Yeah. That's
And not just that, it's free-to-air TV 7 Mate. Don't know how many of you get home like, wow, I want to watch 7 Mate today. Who watches TV in 2019 anyways? But that's not the point. But that is, and it's just terrible. I think the lack of respect, especially this season alone, the AFL has shown. Then for the president of the AFLW to come out and support the conference system, what was it? You got Freo playing the Doggies this week, and North Melbourne playing Adelaide. If Freo can get over the Bulldogs, they're more likely to finish second than Adelaide would, which means one of the 3 best teams, Adelaide, Fremantle, and let's face it, Adelaide should have defeated Bulldogs in round 1. It was just poor kicking that cost them the game.
yeah.
So the 3 best teams, 2 of them are going to play finals, and I think now Brisbane are 5th. I think they're above the Bulldogs on the ladder, like in terms of percentage.
Yeah.
So it will be 1st versus 5th, 2nd versus 7th in the final, and with 3 rounds to go, to come out and say that it's justified and fair, you're missing the point. You're missing the point of the competition.
It's not really. Like, the finals are 2nd versus 7th, which is... Who does that? Like,
In 2016, yes, 7th place Bulldogs played the 1st place Sydney in the grand final, but that doesn't happen too often. That doesn't happen ever. I think last time that happened was Carlton was 5th playing North Melbourne, who was 2nd, but that was a completely different top 8 system. That was the old 1st versus 8th, 2nd versus 7th system
Yeah, I think
that led to that. Also, the old rule where there has to be a game in Melbourne every week, so West Coast had to travel to Melbourne to play Carlton, even though it was their home final.
Yeah, like no team had ever made a grand final coming from 7th.
No. And not just that, they defeated West Coast in Perth, Hawthorn, who just come off for 3 in a row, and then GWS at home to play Sydney. So it's a completely different situation than what's happening in the AFLW, but it's an absolute joke. It's a farce. It's just disrespectful to every woman that has put on their boots to play AFL. You know, I want to see... I say this, and, you know, complete honesty, Erin Phillips is an absolute beast.
Yeah.
Like, she has the biggest arms I've ever seen.
Oh,
She rivals Nathan Fyfe with the biggest arms in the AFL. She is an absolute freak in nature, Erin Phillips, and you want to see her on, you know, Channel 7. You don't want to have to pay for Fox or
Flick
open
over
up your
to
phone.
7, mate.
Yeah.
Flick it over to 7, mate.
Her arms do not do justice on a small phone screen. It is HD TV to see Erin Phillips, absolute pythons. Like, she has Hulk Hogan, like, absolute 42-inch pythons, brother. And it's just,
What you gonna do when Erin Phillips comes to you?
But we'll jump straight into it because we're about to run out of time.
So today, we've got tomorrow matches. We've got Brisbane taking on the Cats.
Brisbane should win. It's at their home ground. They are the best team in conference. But I think Geelong's just very, you know, they should not have won last week. So
Yeah, I think Brisbane too.
Yeah.
At home. Yeah.
I'll be going with Brisbane. If I didn't, I'll be going against my win one tip. I'll saying they'll make the finals again. Also tomorrow at Princess Park, we've got the good old rivals, Carlton v Collingwood. Get around that one.
Collingwood's a basket case, aren't they? But granted that, North Melbourne's, you know, just took on all their good players and Mo Hope, so they don't... so I think Carlton, again, they're the second best team.
Carlton should have won last week, and they'll be
just Taylor Harris's ego got a bit ahead of her when going for that open goal.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't dribble kick it, which is good. But if you want to, you know, do a drop punt, kick a drop punt properly.
Jason Dunster will be happy with that.
She'll be a bit happy, be like, oh, bad decision, but it wasn't a dribble.
I'll go with Carlton on that one. I think they've got some momentum. Going to Sunday's games, we've got the Giants taking on the Demons. Giants, I believe, are yet to get a win.
No.
And I picked them to win.
No, they defeated Collingwood last week.
Yes, they did win. They got the first win.
Yeah, so Collingwood was about to win. Melbourne should win easy.
Melbourne?
Yeah, I picked GWS to win the grand final on our VFA show, so I'm a bit disappointed with how they're going. So I'm going for Melbourne. On this one.
I think the Giants have some mojo here, so we'll go the Giants on this one. Down at Chirnside Park on the Sunday, we've got North Melbourne against the Crows. We've got the Premiership favourites.
No, it's at Avalon Airport Oval.
Oh, sorry, I've got Chirnside Park here.
Good old Werby, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
I've got different...
Don't sleep on Weather.
I've got different form here.
West Side. Don't know how to do it, but West Side. But no, North Melbourne are just unfairly, in my opinion, too good.
Yeah, they're unbelievable. Unfair.
The fact that they're able to get all these top AFLW players for nothing was just unfair, in my opinion. We go down to my mob, the Fremantle women, coming off a big loss, an absolute thumping to the Adelaide Crows, playing against the Doggies. They should bounce back. Having good old Ebony Antonio. Talk about, you know, Erin Phillips is a beast. Ebony Antonio is up there as well. She's one of the... she has the body for AFLW. That's the big, you know, one of the big issues are, you know, the body types of the women playing AFLW, which could cause the knee injuries. Ebony Antonio has the body to play AFLW.
Yeah.
She is big in the hip. She's built like a brick house. And she's, in my opinion, should be close. She won't win it. I think Marinoff from Adelaide will win the best and fairest this year, but Ebony Antonio will be close.
Yeah, I think for that game though, I think Freo should get up over the Doggies.
What about you? Think Dockers?
Yeah, Fremantle at home, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I must say, every time Freo has played the Bulldogs, Katie Brennan has put on a clinic, so watch out for her. That's all the time we've had for. Thank you guys for letting me come on and talk and ruin the show for you.
Throw a shade, have some laughs.
Sorry, there's no more Guess Who Friday. I think Sports Desk Friday, that's been cancelled, but that's okay. If you want to go out a winner. This is not Guess Who. God, I'm terrible. This is Sports Desk on 90.7.